Good afternoon and welcome along to our coverage here on Hibs TV. The games come thick and fast at the moment and we're back here again for our third game in the space of just over 7 days. It's Hibs against Ross County in the cinch Premiership and action begins from 3 o'clock this afternoon. Yes, hello, a very warm welcome along to our coverage here of Hibs against Ross County, live here from Easter Road. My name's Gavin Rittoo and I'm delighted to be joined alongside Hibernian Women's defender Poppy Lawson. Poppy, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. First of all, thanks a lot for coming on the show. I know it was a bit of a mad rush from training in the morning, but you got here in time and it's great to have you on.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, training this morning. I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, how was training this morning? I know you've got a big game tomorrow against Rangers. How's that kind of match day -1 preparation?
Yeah, it's good. You know, a light session, going through tactical stuff that we need to. But yeah, we're ready to go for tomorrow and we're well prepared.
Yeah, plenty to get through on the show today, but before we kind of talk about the game against Ross County this afternoon, I wanted to talk about the women's season. Currently joint fourth in SWPL1. What have you made of the season so far?
Yeah, I think internally we know where we are. We know what we want to achieve this season, and we know where we are so far is probably where we want to be honest. I think at the beginning of the season we set out targets and we're on track to hit those targets. I think for me, results at the beginning of the season probably weren't what we wanted, but now from then until now, I think the improvement is huge. And yeah, we're just ready to kick on now. We're coming to the split, so games are coming thick and fast for us too. And I think yeah, it's just time to keep chomping away at the fixtures and see what results we can turn out. Yeah,
it kind of was a bit of a turning point, would you say, around just after kind of Christmas? You went on that kind of run of fixtures where you were winning 10-0, 5-0, 4-0. Is that kind of where you saw the main turning point this season?
Yeah, I think, like I said at the beginning of the season, we were probably starting to gel again. New manager, a lot of new players. I think at the beginning of the season it's kind of up and down. You say you've got pre-season, but it's really the competitive fixtures that really help you. And I think, yeah, the turning point might have been Christmas, but I think for us, we knew that internally we know the talent that we've got. We know the squad is more than capable of going on to achieve great things. And I think, yeah, we're now just chomping away at the results that we can get. And yeah, like you say, a turning point. But for us, it's just take each game as it comes, and that's exactly what we've done.
Mm-hmm. On a personal level, for you, how much have you enjoyed this season? Because you've played in every game and you've played 90 minutes in every game since 2024 as such.
Yeah, I think for me last season was a big learning curve. I wouldn't take those experiences away from me because they've made me who I am today. But yeah, I've came here to play football. That's exactly what I wanted to do, and to play 90 minutes week in, week out is for me a great stepping stone. I'm only 20 years old, and I think it's a great stepping stone to go on and play for clubs a lot higher than this, but this is a great stepping stone for me to go and achieve those things.
Yeah, definitely. The women's team weren't in action last week because it was the international break, but they did play the week before against Partick. Here's a reminder of how the action unfolded in that one.
Great.
Very good.
Really nice start.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Petershill Park for today's SWPL contest between Hibernian FC and Partick Thistle. Tegan Bowie on the edge of the box was there. And again, here's Jorian Bokum. Good save from Easton. And towards the back post. A chance here for Hibs. It's just over the bar. Just past two defenders. McAloney in for Adams. And Tegan Bowie was there as well. Shannon McGregor. Tegan Bowie. McGregor. The ball in towards the back post into the hands of Easton. So the corner to come. Slow in towards Michaela McAloney. The strike is there. It's cleared away. Bowie. It's a good run from Bowie. Tegan Bowie, chance for a shot. Blocked away. Chased by Shannon McGregor. Ball in towards the back post. It's in there. It's an unfortunate own goal for Thistle, but it's the first goal for Hibs of the afternoon. It's penalty, yeah, it's penalty. Jorian Bokum. Chance here to chip the keeper. Jorian Bokum. Just wide of the post. Excellent challenge again. Good ball forward for Jorian Bokum. Chance here, she scrapes it wide. Lawson. Ball is looped in by Poppy Lawson. To the hands of Easton. Whipped in with power. Oh, almost. Tegan Bowie for Kirsty Morrison. That's in towards the back post. Good header. Can't be cleared. And it's just wide of the post from Adams. Shannon Leishman's 150th appearance for Hibs this afternoon. And Joelle Murray will be making her way off for Lauren Doran-Barr. McAloney manages to win. Michaela McAloney on the volley. Big parry! And is it in? No, it's just a side netting. The far post. And it's in the back of the net. Thistle equalise. McAloney looks for the chance here. Morrison. Huge save from Easton. Towards the back post. Onto the head of McAloney. Bouncing around the area. Is there a chance here? It's into the hands of Easton. Full time here at Peters Hill Park. Partick Thistle 1, Hibs 1, the final score.
Yes, 1-1 it finished between Hibs Women and Partick a couple of weeks ago. Poppy, looking back on that one, do you feel that was a point gained or 2 points dropped?
Personally, 2 points dropped. I think we started the game very well, exactly how we wanted to start it. We created a lot of chances and probably didn't take them how we should have. We knew that in the game previously we didn't show a great account of ourselves. So I think it was about coming in and showing what we're actually made of, and I think that's what we've done in the first half. And second half we slightly slipped, but I think we still had chances to go and kill that game off. And frustratingly they got a whether you say a fluky goal in the last 5 minutes. But yeah, for me 2 points dropped, but we've moved on from that game now. Yeah,
moved on and got a big game tomorrow against Rangers, the first of 2 games against Rangers. This one in the league and then one in the Scottish Cup. How have preparations been going for that one, and is it a sense that you kind of want to get back out there to almost rectify dropping points at the weekend?
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. I think we're hungry for 3 points every week. It's what we thrive off as a team, and yeah, preparations have been well. Nothing changes just because it's Rangers. We'll go out there, we'll come up with a game plan, and we'll try and make a good account of ourselves, and that's exactly what we're there for.
Yeah, moving on to today's fixture then. How big a game is it for the first team? They've been picking up points in recent game, but Ross County at home, how big a game is that today?
Yeah, it's massive. I think to get 3 points today is a huge opportunity to probably creep into that top 6 depending on results around us. So yeah, hopefully the lads can go on and put a performance just like they did in the derby on Wednesday.
Yeah, you mentioned the derby on Wednesday. You were at the game. We'll come and talk about that in a minute, but here's a reminder of how that one panned out.
Marshall clears from the edge of his penalty area. Lewis Miller gets a good flick on. Dylan Venti tries to knock it down for Boyle. He's won at the edge of the area. Chance here for Martin Boyle. Too close to the goalkeeper, Emiliano. He doesn't miss with the second attempt though. And Hibs lead in the Edinburgh derby. Emiliano Arcondes. Martin Boyle was put through. Got himself a very tight angle there, Joel. The shot was blocked, but it broke kindly for Emiliano, and he didn't miss with the second attempt.
Absolutely delightful there from Emiliano, but fantastic from Hibs. The stress, the pressure that they're putting this Hearts backline under created that situation, and unfortunately for Martin it didn't quite come off, but Emiliano instinctively following up and gets his just rewards.
Forrest will look to run towards the edge of the Hibs 18-yard box. He's inside the penalty area. Bundled over by Lewis Miller, shoulder to shoulder, and then the penalty's given. If this goes against the home side, I don't think they'll be too happy about it. It's almost like the two players have collided there. Is it actually a foul from Will Fish? He's not made any attempt. He's actually pulled out of the challenge. Vargas looks as though he's caught Will Fish's trailing leg and gone down. Well, he's stuck with his decision. Shankland up against Marshall. Lawrence Shankland, right-footed, shoots and scores. Excellent penalty kick, it has to be said, Joel. high to the top left-hand corner as we look at it. David Marshall couldn't get there. And with 46 minutes now on the clock, Hearts bring themselves level.
Yes, another very dramatic Edinburgh derby at Tynecastle. Poppy, looking back on that one, you were in the crowd for that game. First of all, what was that experience like to be in the way end?
I don't think I've been in an experience like it. An Edinburgh derby, I got warned when I came up that it's going to be an unbelievable atmosphere. And, you get English rivals, you get Man United versus Liverpool, etc. But I don't think anything tops that. It was a great experience. Yeah,
definitely. And if you're kind of Nick Montgomery looking back at that game, like the performance was so good, do you think it'd be disappointing not to be getting the 3 points considering the amount of kind of chances that we created in that?
Yeah, 100%. The performance was probably, it was due, it was coming. It was a very, very good performance against a very good team. So yeah, he's probably very disappointing considering the decisions that probably went against us at times. But yeah, it's 1 point and they've probably moved on from it now and they're full focus on getting 3 today.
Yeah, obviously the kind of controversial moment in the game was the penalty awarded. As a centre back yourself, if that's given against you, what are you thinking? And did you think it was a penalty?
For me personally, no. What can Will Fish do? I think if he goes into the tackle, the Hearts guys potentially getting sent off for studs up. But Will's tried to come out of it, and unfortunately the ref seen the other side of that and thought that it's a penalty. So yeah, as a defender, I'd be disappointed to concede that.
Yeah, definitely. But in the end, it was a point for both teams that ended in a draw, and that moved us to within a point of Dundee. We'll take a look at the league table at the moment. Poppy, it's kind of so tight in there. 5 games to go, but before the split, how important is it that we pick up points today, to climb the table? Yeah,
it's massive. Like I said before, today's a huge game, huge opportunity to go and get 3 points. I think Dundee play Kilmarnock at home, and I think if Dundee can drop points and we can gain all 3, then we've got a massive chance to creep into that top 6 and try and stay there for as long as we can and solidify that top 6 ready for the split.
Yeah, it's quite similar to the Women's Premier League as well. When teams are kind of so similar in points, is it a case of you've kind of just got to worry about your own fixtures, or do you end up looking at other teams' results and fixtures as well?
Yeah, I think you try and stay away from it, but I think in the back of your mind that they're always there. So yeah, the lads today probably aren't thinking about the Dundee versus Kilmarnock game. Their full focus is on 3 points, but I'm pretty sure when the game ends, I'm sure whoever it will be looking at the results of each game today.
Yeah, 5 other games, or 5 games in total today in the cinch Premiership. You mentioned that Dundee Kilmarnock games. We obviously take on Ross County here. Rangers at home to Motherwell. St Johnstone play Livingston, and St Mirren Aberdeen. What are the kind of games that stand out to you there, Poppy?
Yeah, like I said, Dundee versus Kilmarnock. I think Rangers Motherwell. If Motherwell can try and get something, it could be massive for them. And also St Johnstone versus Livingston. I think Livingston have struggled at times this season, probably not where they expected to be at all. So I think, yeah, if they can put out a decent show against St Johnstone and hopefully pick up a few points, it'll help them.
Yeah, definitely. And then it's Hearts against Celtic tomorrow. They've had a kind of difficult run of fixtures. Hearts, they played us, they played Rangers, and now Celtic. It's a massive game at the top of the table in terms of the title race as well.
Yeah, I think for Celtic, it's a massive game, massive opportunity to go and get 3 points at Tynecastle. It's a difficult place to go. There's no hiding that. And yeah, massive in terms of the title race. And Rangers play Motherwell, which is probably seen as an easier fixture than what Celtic have got. So yeah, we'll see what comes out of them.
Yeah, definitely. We'll come on to a bit more about the game later today, but time to take a short break. But when we return, we'll hear the pre-match thoughts from David Marshall and, of course, the gaffer, Nick Montgomery.
Simplexity Travel is made up of some of London's leading bespoke travel managers. Simplexity specialise in luxury travel services for corporate and private clients, groups and individuals who lead busy lives. Simplexity will simplify challenging schedules and complex trip itineraries, ensuring our clients always travel with complete peace of mind and in perfect luxury. Simplexity Travel, making luxury travel simple.
Hello, welcome back to our coverage of Hibs against Ross County. The action begins at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Delighted to be joined by Poppy Lawson again. Poppy, 2-2 the last time Ross County came to Easter Road. It seems like ages ago now. What do you remember from that game? And do you think the kind of players will have that in the back of their mind when it comes to playing the opposition again?
I think we were 2-0 up in the first half, so that probably feels like a defeat. I've been there before where you think you're cruising and all of a sudden it's 2-2 and it's a draw and it's 2 points dropped. And in terms of today, I think Ross County will come here for a battle. They'll come here and try and get a point, potentially 3. So yeah, I think the lads will be ready and well prepared for it this week.
Yeah, the game feels like so long ago now, because we obviously were meant to play Ross County at Christmas and it got postponed. But as players, do you kind of take motivation from playing opponents again and previous games in the past, or is it more kind of you've got to kind of build on recent momentum and kind of take each game as it comes? Yeah,
I think you're exactly right. I don't think it matters who the opponent is, how many times you've played them. You want to play as many games as you can as a player, and like you said, build that momentum. Momentum is all it takes in football. The more momentum you've got, the more confidence you gain, the more performances you put on that are well, which means results at the end of the day. So yeah, I think the boys won't be thinking about the postponement that happened in December, and they'll just be focused on today and ready to get 3 points.
Yeah, you mentioned Ross County are kind of scrapping for their lives at the moment, and they've picked up in form recently. 4 points from their last 2 games, and it'll be a tough nut to crack today.
Yeah, of course they will. This is a hard place to come. There's no doubt about that, and if the boys set up how they should and how they performed on Wednesday, then I'm pretty sure they'll get 3 points, but I'm sure Ross County will come in here and put up a fight.
Yeah, as you said, we play like we can do on Wednesday, hopefully, and against last week against Dundee, it was a great performance, and in case you forgot about that, last time we played here at Easter Road, it was a really good win against Dundee, 2-1. It finished in the end. Here's a reminder.
I mean, they can literally just hit that gap, and if they lose their man, they have a free header.
Yep. Not the best. Not the best delivery by Joe Newell. Oh well, a penalty's been awarded. Trevor Carson, careless there. He made a hash of the corner. He had to chase the ball out. Got another touch on it. Played it. Vente strides up, right-footed into the bottom left-hand corner. Hibs have the lead here at Easter Road. Dylan Vente from the penalty spot. And in fairness, Stuart, I think probably Hibs just deserving to be in the lead. They've had the chances. Dundee had some decent possession, but haven't really threatened David Marshall. If you don't like it, you don't condone it, but he's done what you'd expect. Martin Boyle, meanwhile, plays it in. It's a second for Dylan Vente. Hibs lead by 2-0. A lovely ball in from Martin Boyle. Vente just peeling off his man. Guides it with the left foot beyond Trevor Carson. Hibs lead by 2-0 as ever. The edge of the 6-yard box. It's Curtis Main. The flag's up for offside, though it won't count. It was a good delivery, it has to be said. Shaughnessy with the throw in for Dundee, launches it towards the edge of the 6-yard box. McCowan picks up, gets the shot, this time he scores, and that one will count. Great finish from Luke McCowan from about 24-25 yards, left-footed into the bottom corner. David Marshall inside, and he couldn't do an awful lot about it. But Hibs just gave Luke McCowan too much room, Stuart, and he's made it count. Bundles Emiliano off the ball. Luke Amos back to defend it for Hibs. Joe Newell clips it forward. Lovely nod down by Emiliano for Venti. Into the channel for Mizian, inside the Dundee penalty box. Can he get the finish? Mizian, great footwork. What a finish from Mizian Molina! That was different class from the big fella. Superb footwork again. He just gets that, it's like the ball stuck to his feet there. Twists and turns away from the Dundee defender and slams it past Trevor Carson. Hibs 2, Dundee 1.
Yes, the Hibees picked up a much needed 3 points against Dundee last time out. Nick Montgomery was delighted with the win, and he's been chatting to Adam Thompson ahead of today's match with Ross County.
Nick, we've been putting in a string of positive performances now. How much momentum does that give us going into this weekend's game against Ross County?
Yeah, we're going full of confidence, but we also know it's going to be a real difficult game. You know, they've picked up in form since the new manager came in, but yeah, we're going with full of confidence, and knowing that we've been building momentum, really since the end of the January transfer window. The new boys coming in and international boys coming back, and having everyone out on the training ground for a couple of weeks now, and plenty of games. So yeah, it's a case of continuing to do what we've been doing and putting the performances that we have. And I think we should have had more points than we have. Unfortunately, some of that's been out of our control. But what is in our control is that we keep playing well and we put the ball in the back of the net, and we score the chances that we've been creating. So if anything, that's been the only disappointment, that we haven't scored more goals because of the chances we've created. I think we've had a lot of chances to score goals, and that makes it easier to win games without relying on decisions to go forwards or against us. So yeah, that's a big thing that we've been focusing on, and just continuing to keep putting in the performances.
Yeah, obviously Ross County this weekend, they've been in good form of late under Don Cowie. How much of a threat will they be on Saturday?
Yeah, they've got a good squad. They've got some strong players. They've got good energy. So yeah, we don't expect anything but a tough game tomorrow. And yeah, as always, we'll give them a respect. But it's about us, and it's about how we turn up and how we perform. And I'm really hoping that we can fill Easter Road tomorrow and get all the crowd behind us, because I think they've really been fantastic the last couple of weeks in helping us build this momentum and put in the performances that we have.
Yeah, and obviously you named an unchanged starting lineup. The same team, obviously the last 2 games that we've played. How conscious are you going into Ross County in terms of managing players' loads and their minutes?
Look, it's been a big week. We've had 3 games. I think going into this last game, then we've got a long week before the next game. So I think it's really important that we put the strongest team out that we can. But as always, it's about the team that start, about the subs, about the impact they have. And right now the squad's in a real healthy position. So as long as everybody's 100%, then yeah, they give themselves an opportunity to play. But I think the boys know the way that we're playing. If you're not 100%, yeah, then they'll be honest, and we've got the strength in depth now and the players on the bench to make changes. So yeah, everybody's pulled up well from the game, from the Hearts game. So yeah, really looking forward to naming the team tomorrow and the bench and putting in a good performance.
Yeah, just finally, in terms of team news then, obviously Luke Amos wasn't in the squad against Hearts. How's he?
Yeah, unfortunately Luke overstretched in the Dundee game. So yeah, he'd been missing for a couple of weeks. It's tough news for Luke, because he was really coming into him. I think everyone can see what a top player he is. But yeah, just unfortunately he's overstretched. So fingers crossed he won't be out for too long. But also, with Nectar Tran, it's been able to play as a 6 as well. That gives us another option for him as a centre back or 6. And yes, disappointing for Luke, but yeah, he'll be fighting to get fit as soon as he can. And we should have Jake Doyle-Hayes back in training soon. Chrissy Caddens back full training as well. So yeah, the squad's in a really good place.
Yeah, Nathan Morale-Welsh is okay as well, isn't he?
Yeah, Nath just covered every blade of grass. I think he's a bit fatigued and then took a knock on his ankle. So yeah, he's okay. He's recovered. Again, we've had a couple of days to recover, and the staff have worked really hard, the medical staff and S&C staff, to make sure that everybody's recovered to their maximum, and yeah, everybody's chomping at the bit to play tomorrow, and really looking forward to another game at Easter Road.
Yeah, absolutely. Good luck this weekend.
Cheers, thank you.
That was the pre-match thoughts from Nick Montgomery ahead of this one. Poppy, the manager mentioned the performances have certainly improved, but it's a case of being more clinical in front of the goal. Is that the way that you see it?
Yeah, I think so. The past few weeks we've probably had a lot of chances that we potentially haven't taken, but I also think defensively today we probably need to be really tight. Ross County are probably a team that will scrap for anything. Falls in the 6-yard box, Ross County will be there. Falls anywhere else, Ross County will be there. So I think, yeah, defensively really tight and start getting a bit more clean sheets. I think I'm not sure when the last one was, but I know that it's not been for a while. So yeah, I think Nick will really pride his team on getting a clean sheet today.
Yeah, he also mentioned about kind of having a full squad available to him now, and the new signings kind of gelling a bit more now. How impressed have you been with the likes of Emiliano Marcondes, Mizani, Melida, the likes of the new players that have joined us in January? Yeah,
what I've seen from them, they've been very good. They've bolstered the squad massively. They've brought real talent, real leadership, real enthusiasm, which is exactly what I think they needed. So yeah, I think today we'll be able to see them again, and yeah, hopefully we can get 3 points.
Yeah, definitely. Right, time to get a quick ad break, but when we come back we'll hear the thoughts from David Marshall and we'll get our score predictions ahead of this one.
When it comes to things that are exclusive to Scotland, we all have a thing or two to say.
They're amazing, they blew me away.
Superb.
Excellent customer service from start to finish.
First class service every time.
10 out of 10.
A fantastic sales exec.
Nothing was too much trouble.
Outstanding.
I wouldn't go anywhere else now.
Just some of the things that have been said about us. Macklin Motors, exclusive to Scotland.
I'm getting some work done. Enough of that. I am totally winning! Oh, and relaxing.
Here's your order.
With a coffee, thank you. I love this film. I'm doing all of this on my way to Mum's. Because it's all possible on an LNER train.
Next stop, London.
And I'm almost there.
Right, not long to go until kick-off now. Time to get the pre-match thoughts from David Marshall. I caught up with him earlier this week. Marsh, looking ahead to Ross County at the weekend, what's the mood like in the camp at the moment?
I think we're in good shape. Obviously disappointed we never won on Wednesday night, but I think the confidence for the performance is there, and it's good that the new signings have started to get some match fitness and minutes in the tank, and I think they've looked good. So we picked up some good points. We obviously beat direct rival in Dundee last week and performed really well on Wednesday, so we need to really make these games count now, because this is some of the games that we've slipped up in this season.
Yeah, how do you reflect on the derby in midweek? Imagine a bit bittersweet, because obviously the performance was there but just couldn't quite get the 3 points.
Yeah, there's a lot of disappointment with we never turned the performance into a victory, and obviously the penalty decision going against you is tough to take, but we can take confidence for that. I mean, it's gone now. We've still got a chance to have a successful season with the games we've got ahead of us. I think we need to make the home games especially count, so I'm looking forward to Saturday, and it's a big one for us.
Yeah, you mentioned the performance have dramatically improved in recent weeks. What do you put that down to?
I think obviously the manager and staff made a lot of changes in January, so I think getting the players up to speed, the signings that came in didn't have a lot of match fitness behind them. So I think it's probably took a couple of weeks for them to get that, and you can see the impact that I think Emi, Mazzani have made as if when they've come in, we look dangerous now. Every time we attack, so we could have scored 3 or 4 goals in Wednesday night, which is a testament to the squad and the players, because going to Tynecastle's tough. But as I say, we need to make the home games count now against the teams that we should be beating.
Just finally then, looking ahead to that game against Ross County, what kind of challenge do you expect from them?
Extremely tough challenge. I think they've had 24 hours more time to prepare after they played Tuesday night. I know Don Cowie really well. I played with him at Cardiff, so I know he'll have the team really fit. He was like the model pro when he played, so I know they'll be a tough nut to crack, and they're fighting for their lives. So it's tough. They've got goals in the team with Murray, Brophy, and White. So as I say, sometimes these games are difficult because you're coming off the back of the derby, but we need to be right mentally and start the game really well. And as I say, if we perform the way we did Wednesday, it'll help us win the game.
Cheers, Marsh. Good luck. That was David Marshall chatting ahead of this one. Poppy, he also mentioned kind of the impact that the new signings have had since January as such. As a player, what's that kind of like when you get new faces in the building? I imagine it kind of gives everyone a lift a bit and creates a bit more competition for places. Yeah, it gives you a massive boost. I think having a big squad, having a full squad, like you said, competition's there. It makes training competitive, makes training intense. Everybody is fighting for a starting 11 shirt, and these players are brought in to make the team better. And we've had new signings in the summer that's exactly what they've done. They've made us a lot better, and like Marshy said, new signings are always a positive. Yeah, he also kind of alluded to the fact that we had the derby in midweek, and this game against Ross County now is a massive chance to kind of continue that momentum from the draw at Tynecastle, from the win at Dundee, and the point at Pittodrie as well. Yeah, they're on a good run. The 3 games you just mentioned there with that unbeaten. Today's a massive game like we mentioned before, and the lads will just be looking to go and get 3 points. If you were going to call it, I'm going to ask for your score predictions now. What are you going for? I'm going to say 3-0 to Hibs. 3-0 Hibs? Yeah. Okay, right, I like that. I love the confidence. Clean sheet as well. Poppy, well, finally, thanks a lot for joining the show. You've been a fantastic guest, and we're sure to have you on again very soon. Perfect, thanks for having me. I'm afraid that's essentially all we've got time for this afternoon. Don't forget, if you're watching on Hibs TV, you can listen along to live commentary from Cliff Pike and Joel Murray. You can also check out our website, www.hibernianfc.co.uk. We've got a new website, so you can go to the match centre and get live minute-by-minute updates. Afraid that's all we've got time for. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you all again very soon.